Hey bro, how are you? Right now, a few minutes ago, I just ended things with the girl that I was dating for, that I've been dating for a while now. I used to date for a while now. And you might ask yourself why. Especially regarding the title of the video, right? So, you know, dedicate yourself to your purpose, right? That is title of the video or what I have it planned in my mind right now to be. So the connection that has to do with me essentially breaking up with the girl that I was seeing, it's that you cannot you cannot have both of them. Especially not now, especially not in I think it's all very related on circumstance, right? So in the circumstances that I was in, which most people are in, it could not happen, right? I could not chase my purpose as a masculine man should, right? With this girl around me, with the entire modern, modern dating scene, I that's not the way to do it. I cannot, I cannot put time and effort, and I cannot dedicate myself to this purpose. And that is true for everyone else. That is true for every other masculine man out there, or every other man like me who is trying to become more masculine, you know because the road to masculinity is long. It's full of hardship, and I'm not even close. I'm not even close to being on the end of it. So yeah, I've broken up with this girl that I was seeing for a while now because we had different lifestyles. We had different ideas of what life should look like. I am a man of self improvement. I'm a young man of self improvement. I've been on this journey for 10 months now. Almost 10 months. I think actually more than 10 months. It started in around June last year, and it's going up until now on 22nd or 23rd of March, I think. You know, and yeah, it's been a long journey, and I've all throughout this journey, actually, my thoughts, my ideas have changed a lot, right? So I think a big uh, a big idea that's changed in my life was the fact that I no longer I no longer believe the things that I used to about dating, about relationships, romantic relationships, right? I used to believe that, they were essential. I used to believe that they were so important and that they needed to happen right now, as fast as possible, as often as possible, in any kind of circumstance, right? So I never really thought twice about the idea of what I needed for myself. I've listened to this modern narrative, which is to just seek love, especially this kind of love, this kind of love which might not necessarily be true love. It's just fake, not even fake, it's just low quality love. It's kind of a hard thing to explain, but it's not the kind of love that you'd actually want. It's just that kind of love that you have, that it's kind of, it feels somewhat good, right? But it doesn't necessarily fulfill you, right? That's kind of the love that I felt with this girl, right? I could say that I loved her, right? I could say that, I felt like we had something together. For God's sake, she was the first girl that I actually ever kissed. You know, I'm a 16-year-old man, young man, and she was the first girl that I ever kissed. On like what, several weeks ago, right? So you could say, yeah, I had some sort of bond to this girl, and I will always do because she's the first girl I ever kissed. But like, I've thought about a lot of different things in the past few months, and I've come to the conclusion that this is not what I'm looking for. You know, especially in my own life, like this is not what I'm this is not what I want for myself. This is not what I want for myself, right? So I don't I don't find whatever happened between me and her, this girl. I don't think was the right decision, right? And I'm actually quite grateful that I ended things when I did a few 20 minutes ago, because it means that we will both go our separate ways. You know, I'm going to have so much more time in order to develop my own life, in order to develop myself, you know, through self-improvement, through endless dedication and hard work, you know. Because I feel like in the past few months I've actually grown a little bit more complacent, a little bit more indulging, you know, in all kinds of things. Although I haven't I haven't eaten any kind of junk food. I haven't played video games. I haven't masturbated, watched porn. God forbid. But you know, I feel like my entire mindset kind of weakened a little bit. You know, it kind of got a bit more susceptible. Fuck, I cannot pronounce that word properly. You know, I got my mindset became more vulnerable. You know, to all kinds of different external ideas and harmful factors, and yeah, you know, and I think that would essentially, you know, if I kept going down this path, and maybe in like 6 months I would have actually started eating fast food, junk food again. I would have started masturbating, watching movies, being on social media again, you know. I think all of the work that I would have done, I think would have just been for nothing, you know. But, you know, I'm grateful that I took the step back when I did right now, because this is the way to do it. This is the way to do it. This is the way that you have to go ahead with your life. You know, you have to filter out the people in your life who you do not believe fit your criteria for your perfect friends, for the kinds of people that you want around you, right? So perfect friends, perfect lover, perfect whatever, you know, you should have high standards for yourself, right? And I'm trying my best to do that right now, although in my entire life I've been told, you know, to just lower my standards, to always just be accepting of everything that I've been given, because it's all good, you know. But it's not, you know, it's not all good. And I've learned this, you know, in this relationship with this girl, you know, the first actual relationship I ever had. I've learned that it's not all good, you know. You should not accept all things in your life. Although, you know, you could say it was quite a meaningful little time I spent with this girl, you know, but I have to keep going, you know. And every masculine man, or every man that's trying to become more masculine like me, you know, will know this. You know, you cannot sit in one place and you cannot focus on this. You cannot focus on relationships with people who don't necessarily want your own growth, people who don't grow with you at the same pace as you do, you know, because if you outgrow everyone in your life, it's going to be very hard to relate to them anymore, let alone actually have a romantic relationship in which you actually love your partner, you know. So I realized that, you know, for my own growth, for my own benefit, because, you know, my entire life I've been told, bro, just don't be selfish, right? Don't be selfish. Allow people in your life, do things for other people. Okay, you know, I mean, part of that is right. Okay, you know, don't be a modest person, you know, don't go out feeding your ego, you know, but at the same time, don't go out sacrificing your own time, your own mental and physical well-being for other people, because this is your own life, you know, in the end. And we do this by our own ways, right? So I chose this, and I'm choosing to, in addition to what I've chosen to do with this relationship, you know, I'm going to make a big decision, which is that I am going to say a temporary no to dating for a long uh, unknown period of time, right? So I won't say how long, but I won't be dating anyone. I won't be dating any girls anytime soon, because I'm not in the position to, you know. And I think that, like, I don't want to date girls as in, you know, just go out with them, you know, just go party, whatever, just eat a bunch of whatever bullshit food, end up drinking alcohol at some point, hell, end up having sex with them. No, that is not what I want to do. No. Well, it might be the modern idea of it, like, bro, just that's why you're doing it. Like, you're doing it to get the pleasure out of it, to have fun, right? To have fun. No, that's bullshit, bro. I think I've said it before. If not, I'll say it again, bro. You won't, this life that you're living, especially in those younger years of your life, bro, it's not to have fun. You have fun if you want to if you want to waste your life. You have fun if you want to carry yourself away and never be recognizable to anyone around you ever again. You have fun if you want to be miserable for the rest of your life. That's simple. I'm not here to have fun. I'm here to be a man. I'm here to progress. I'm here to do what I've been sent out to do, by whatever force out there, I'm here to achieve my purpose. Although it might not be the clearest at this very moment in my life, I know that it's not, me dedicating my time into the party lifestyle, into the degenerate, modern narrative, of dating and love. No, that's not what I want. That is not what I will indulge in. Instead, I will hold myself back. I will delay the gratification. Because it's so easy. It would be so easy for me to just go back and just quickly delete the message before this girl even sees it, right? And never act like it never happened, and just get to kiss this girl like 50 more times, even do something even like sexual with her, bro. It would be so nice. Would be so fulfilling for me to do that. I would feel so good in the moment, right? I'd feel so much like a man, right? But that means I'd essentially have to do the things that she's doing, in order to relate to her properly, right? So we are on different levels, right? I've been dedicating so much time into taking away a lot of harmful things from my life, while she still has a lot of harmful aspects in her life. And I know that I won't be able to make her quit all of them. I won't be able to change her. And I don't want to be the one who ends up being a controlling, manipulative person. No, I don't want that. So I'd rather leave now while it's all raw, and just move on. Because this is when it hurts less. It hurts the less, like the least, for both of us, And I think it was a good choice, because this way I can focus entirely on my own growth. I can focus entirely on my own mission, on my own purpose, on my own need, my own just first, if you could call it so, for progress, I can focus entirely on it. And I wouldn't have girls in my mind at any moment. I wouldn't think to myself, oh, what could I do in order to become more attracted to these extremely demanding, low quality girls. It's the truth. I mean, as offending as it may seem, bro, most girls out there, and most men out there, most boys and girls out there, bro, they are what they are. They're not men and women, bro. They're just boys and girls. They're just foolish, having fun all day, doing jack shit with their lives, bro. They're low quality people. That's essentially what a low quality person is. A low quality person is someone who never made anything of their life, on their own terms. Somebody who doesn't understand what it means to sacrifice yourself to your mission. Somebody who doesn't understand it and who's not willing to accept it. That's a low quality person. Yet I am striving to become I used to be that low quality person, right? That low quality guy, just absolute fucking piece of shit. But I'm slowly but surely, I'm trying to get up. I'm trying to put on more progress, and to end up becoming a high quality person. Somebody who actually has a life for themselves, And I cannot do that with distractions in my life. I cannot do that with girls in my life, I cannot, especially, I won't be able to. Let me clarify this. I'm not saying quit dating forever, bro, because all women are hoes. That's just stupid, bro. There's so many girls out there, and this is exactly why I chose to stop dating for a long time, because I want to save up myself. I want to save my energy, my own heart, right? My own dedication to a relationship for when I find that high quality girl, because it'll happen. It might be so much more difficult than just finding some random girl in the club, at 12 a.m. It's much easier to find those girls in there, but you can just tell in one look. It's like that simple. Don't bullshit yourself. It takes one look to know if a girl is your wife or not, And I will only, I'm setting this standard for myself, and I'm saying it on camera so that I can have some sort of accountability for it. I won't settle for any girl who I could not deem as my wife in the future. So for example, in 5 years, if I find a girl who, not even 5 years, bro, in maybe like a year or 2 years, if I find a girl who I like, maybe, like who I like, I might think I like, and I think about it, and she's not wife material. She's not the kind of girl that I would actually want to marry and want to have children with. If she would not be the kind of person that I would want as the mother of my children, then I would not date her. I would not even try to take it further, bro. I would respectfully move on. I would not say any kind of disrespectful stuff, because it doesn't help anybody. I would move on, and I choose to find that girl who I actually know would be my wife, because in the end, the single most important part of a man's life, especially a man's life, is fatherhood, and I want to take that to the extreme, as you should, because it is very important, right? Children, they are one of the most, they might be the most important aspect in your life, although you might not want to see it that way, although you might not want to accept it. It's the truth. It cannot be argued, right? So I accept it, and I'm willing to dedicate the short-term pleasure of actually going out with girls, partying, hell, even having sex. I am taking that away. I'm stripping that away. I'm sacrificing it so that I can save myself. I can save my own physical and mental well-being and my overall life. So I can save it for that one girl who did the same for me. So I can save it for that one girl who deliberately did the same in order to find her dream man, her high quality man, I'm willing to I'm willing to sacrifice this, because I'm willing to sacrifice, all the pleasure, because in the end, it's not what we all want. Think of how there's so many people out there, bro. There's so many red pill YouTubers out there, or just personalities in general, right? Who just go out having sex every fucking Saturday night, every day, bro. There's people out there having sex every day, man. And you can see that, behind the entire initial hype and everything, it's just plain, it's empty, Those people, they never built a proper relationship with a girl, They never properly thought about their future for more than a few years, I want to think of my future in 20 years time, in 40 years time, because that is the way that it should be thought about. My future is nothing that I will fuck around with. That is unacceptable. I will not fuck around with my future for anything. So in that case, I decided to do this. I decided to, Jesus Christ, oh boy. I decided to put in the initial pain, to do this, of doing this, of having to actually break up this girl who, right now I like the fact that, we got along so well. I even got to kiss her, man. You know, like, how many people do that, bro? How many people actually go ahead and, like, several weeks after they kiss, they have their first kiss with a girl, bro, and she actually likes you and stuff, how likes them and stuff, how many people go ahead and they say, okay, this is not what I want in my life, not that many, and that's why it might seem very unusual, because it might be unusual to you, but it is something that I want to accept, because it is the fundamental aspect that I have to go by, I mean, self-improvement, it teaches you about delaying gratification for the long term, delaying what you could have now and feel good about in the moment and feel shit about it afterwards in the long run. You sacrifices, you throw it all away for the good things, that you'll have in the future, but you have to work hard for right now. So, for example, working out, building a physique, it takes ages, it takes years, man. Years. It takes years, and it's fucking painful, bro. You have to grit your teeth every time you want to do a proper workout, bro. You have to put in the work, you have to feel the pain, every workout needs to be as painful as it possibly can be, in order for you to make good progress. But every single time you look in the mirror, you feel better, don't you? Every single time. That is one of the benefits of it, one of the delayed gratification benefits. The fact that you can look in the mirror about it and feel good about it, and in a few years' time, bro, you'll look back on it and you be so grateful for what you have, because the time is gonna pass anyway, So that's what I'm choosing to do now. I'm choosing to delay gratification, instead of doing all these things that I could be doing, bro. I could be going out, partying, drinking, being the proper fuck boy, because I have, it's not that hard to be a fuck boy, man. It's not that hard to just adopt that mindset, just go out and party and drink, and because everybody does it, bro. You have so many people who can just guide you through that kind of stuff, right? But how many people out there wake up at 5-6 a.m. every single day, no matter what day it is? They go out, they meditate, they journal, they eat right, they eat clean, they don't even eat sugar, bro, like extra sugar. They only eat fruits and vegetables and shit like that, and meat, pure meat. How many people go out and exercise and run and do that on a daily basis? They read, they spend time with their family, they build strong social connections. How many people do that? Not that many, bro. And they're regarded as weird people in society, and while that is one of the difficult parts of being a man on self-improvement, real self-improvement, not the cope that, so many people seem to adopt nowadays as, just to make them feel good, just to give them the sense that they're actually making an effort, bro. This is what it means. This is what it means to be on self-improvement, It means to work, it means that you have to sacrifice some things as well. That's another point that I'm making. Yeah. I feel like this will be taken out of context. A lot of people, probably the people who needed to hear this, have already clicked off, because, what I'm saying is just bullshit to them. But, if you're still here and you're watching this, I genuinely hope that you will prioritize your own well-being. You will think in the future. You will think about your life in the future. You will see the future as a way of helping you, guide yourself. I hope that you will take the actions that you have to take now. I hope that you'll go through the discomfort, that you have to feel the pain, the absolute fucking struggle the everyday struggle that you have to go through. I hope that you're going to take it on. And you might feel you might feel in despair right now. You might feel like this is just way too much, and you feel so overwhelmed by some of these things. Like you might think to yourself, I could never give up dating, bro. I could never give up actually trying to be with women and actually trying to do it, bro. I could never give up having sex with all these good looking girls in the club or whatever and getting head in some stinky bathroom. I can never give it up, bro, because it feels amazing, right? Bro, it might be amazing. I'm telling you, bro. I'm admitting this to you, right? It might feel good in the moment, definitely, bro. I mean, you're getting head in a stinky bathroom. I mean, what else would you want from life, bro? But it might feel good in the moment, but it's just going to destroy. It's going to literally destroy your chance of actually having a happy marriage. It's going to destroy your chance of being a good father. I mean, just think about it. How would you tell your children if they asked you what were you doing when you were in your 20s? What were you doing when you were our age? Maybe your kids are like 20 years old or something. They're just wondering what their dad did at their own age, bro. You're telling them, yeah, I went out and I got my dick sucked in the back of a stinky club filled with drugs and bullshit like that, and I just went on Tinder and I just fucked a bunch of girls, bro. And then I met your mom, and then we felt good together for maybe like a year, and then we got bored of each other. We decided to get married in hopes of saving whatever we had. We got married. We got pregnant. She got pregnant with you, and then things just went downhill from there. She ended up cheating on me with some other man because I was too much of a pussy, to be a real man. And we divorced, and here we are right now, bro. Like, you don't want to tell that to your fucking children, do you? No, you don't, because that is a sad reality to live in, right? It is. So don't. I'm not saying lie to your children, bro. Definitely not. But take the action now. Don't go ahead. Don't indulge in degeneracy like that. Follow your fucking brain. Be rational. For once, this might be a hit to your fragile ego, but you have to destroy your ego. You have to destroy your pride, because there is no way that you can move forward in life if you have pride. There's no way that you can move forward in life if you have this initial bullshit pride, right? Because I mean, having pride, having confidence in yourself, that is a very important thing, right? Having pride in what you do, having pride in who you are and what you are fighting for, when you are actually doing in the hard work, you're putting in the hard work, and you're making progress towards a meaningful, life-changing goal, that is when you should be prideful for what you do. You should not be prideful for going out attracting girls on Tinder, bro, and just fucking them and then leaving the very next day, or doing all of this, and then you should not be prideful or grateful for things like these, bro. They're a shame, because you're just hoeing yourself as much as those girls might be. I mean, you as a man, you might think about it some other way, bro, but like, no, you're having sex with so many girls, just like girls have sex, just like those girls, who you're attracting had so much sex with other guys, bro. You're just another one of the low quality people, bro. And I think this could be a message that could be related both to men and women, not necessarily just one gender, but don't give in to this temptation. Think about your future as a man, as a woman. Think about it. It doesn't matter what gender you might be, bro. I'm not discriminating here. I'm not telling you, I mean, you have to think about it. You have to very, very much think about it. You cannot accept any kind of cope from yourself. You cannot accept excuses, okay? That is unacceptable. That is unacceptable For me as a man, for me as a masculine man on self-improvement, as a man with ambition, with drive, with passion to make something for myself, that is unacceptable for me to make excuses, and to just ignore true hard facts. That is unacceptable. Yeah, man. It's difficult. Definitely, it will be difficult, to quit this entire thing, just like it is with any other addiction, because, in the end, this degenerate lifestyle that we all live or used to as low quality people, bro, it's an addiction. It's like another addiction like porn or video games or social media. It's just the same thing. It's just another addiction. But this one, I think it might be even harder to get rid of because it's been so ingrained in our minds, forever. Especially if you live in like a degenerate part of the West, and you might not have the best family, right? It if that's the case, it will be ingrained in your mind. But we all have to make sacrifices, and this is the sacrifice that I'm willing to make because this is the only way that I know I will be able to live my life, and this is the only way that anybody will be able to live their lives. In situations like this, in choices like these, there's no in between. There's no other convenient choice. There is no convenient choice. There's no escape, bro. This is it. This is it, bro. This right here, this is it, man. You know, this is the way that it's gonna happen. This is the way that it has to happen, and I'm convinced by it. When I want to help more people like you, for example, watching this, I want to help you. I want to help you, and I've been through this experience in my life, when I've chosen to go on a different path because this is what it means to chase your goals. This is what it means to be so purposeful, that you dedicate your life to it, and it feels amazing already. It feels amazing that I've taken this weight off my chest, that I've cleared out like such a big part of my brain capacity. I can focus all of this attention and extra free time that I have, and all this energy that I used to spend on other things, which didn't necessarily bring me my happiness, bro. I don't have to do those things anymore. I don't have to do those things anymore, and I can spend that time that I used to do, doing all those things, bro. I can. Oh my god, yeah. Oh fuck yeah. Okay, you can spend that time doing so many more purposeful things, right? I think that's what we should all strive for. As men, as women, this is for everybody. Yeah, man. You know. I hope that you're listening to this with an open mind, and that you're not gonna just act like a piss boy or a piss whatever, and just start ignoring what I've just said because it's the truth, man. It's the truth. That this is not acceptable. The way that we all live our lives, bro, is not acceptable. We have to make a change. And there's people out there who've made that change, like I did. And I'm telling you, bro, life is so much better on the other side. It's just the initial step that is the hardest, but after that, it is a beautiful existence. And I think I've said it in almost every single video that I've had, but my life is a beautiful existence now, and it only gets better. Every single day, it only gets better. But that is only if I sacrifice, and I understand that the present is it's like an opportunity for me to make my future better. In the past, is what I learn from, I learn from my mistakes, so I can use them in the present to make my future better. That is what we should all strive for, in my opinion. And I think that's the opinion of millions of other people out there, who are just kept in silence because of modern conditioning, because of modern standards, beliefs, But I'm here, I'm doing this, so I can maybe give you some courage, the viewer, to go out and to spread this idea to other people as well, to not be afraid to do it, because this is life. If we don't do this, we're fucked. We're fucked, bro. I mean, this is it. This is our existence, I mean, this is what we have to make out of our existence. Yeah, man. I hope you got some sort of important thing out of this, man. And I'll see you next time, bro. All right, give me a kiss. Bye bye.